everybody. Grand rising to some. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you at in the part of the world that you are, or depending on the time that you're checking out this live stream. Just wanted to talk about this in an impromptu form, so it won't take long. I'm gonna make this short, like most of my uploads, so hence impromptu. But I want to talk about how people emotionally control alt and delete, given that we're living in more of like a emotional matrix in this type of world. The main thing is that people are treating each other like computers. Heck, there's even a drill music song right now called Computers for different reasons, but still, I guess you could, bring it back to a day of in ways of just how people are controlling people, altering people, and deleting people all in one notion, given the drill music that is out here, right? And that's what they pretty much talk about. So, and similar to what I'm talking about now, but I will sort of take it down a different path. Short, sweet, to the point, going to keep it brief. Yeah, most people control, alt, and delete people, emotionally. And obviously, from the standpoint of controlling somebody, okay, we get that. Uh, just in the sense of having your way with a person, have a way you want them to be with you, you find ways to control them. The sense of alt, that's like the manipulative side, the way you alter the person, okay? And we see this happen a lot. And delete, that's the final thing. Whether you cut a person off, you move on, or you just ghost them, you know, you just leave them high and dry, leave them hanging. Things unresolved, questions left unanswered. That's kind of the way of the world, the way of the life. But keep in mind, like on a computer, when you control, alt, and delete, you got to press all three buttons at the same time. Now, on a lot of older computers, older systems, yes, older systems or OS, the way it worked on those type of electronic formats, when you press Control Alt and Delete, that was you shutting down that computer. For whatever reason, maybe it froze on you. I know y'all remember back in the days when you were in high school and you had them computers that constantly, they just froze on you. And you had to hit that Control Alt and Delete button in order for the computer to just shut down on its own because it froze up on you, right? So that's with the older computers. With the newer computers, when you press Control Alt and Delete, it gives you a lot of different security features, whether you could change your password or you can go into privacy settings of someone else's device if they don't have a way of making sure no one can get through, can breach the security of that device, right? So, hey, let's bring that to what I'm talking about now. Bringing you up to speed to what I'm talking about. Um, well, same thing. Back in the days, and I'd say even now, for the most part, same thing can apply with. One has a nervous breakdown about something that's going on. I don't know if it's based on things freezing up. Maybe things are stagnant in one's life, so you just kind of control, alt, and delete. You just kind of remove yourself from a lot of situations, not in the sense of you trying to be healthy, but maybe because you've been so unhealthy that now you're having a nervous breakdown because things are not going your way. So this is more or less a reset for someone that has been a pest, right? But I guess in some ways, if you're not a pest, but you've had to go through a lot, maybe you feel the same way. Maybe you're about to break down because you've been through a lot in life and you just need some vacation time, right? But I'm really applying this to one that is more or less um, the one that's being like a perpetrator per se, right? Um, they shut down for different reasons. One that is peaceful is trying to shut down because they just want peace in their life, right? Whereas someone else, they're shutting down because they have no peace. All the chaos is catching up to them, right? So yeah, there's that. And I think a lot of times people can relate to back in the days instead of old systems, call it old society. When you just felt like you knew a lot of people who were pretty much toxic. They always tend to have these nervous breakdowns after some time, don't they, right? Fast forward now, you still can see these same type of people breaking down for whatever reason. But now there's this other aspect of control, alt and delete, where you got people wanting to find out things about you behind the scenes. They're quiet for a reason. After they have tried to control you, after they have tried to alter your emotions, and now they're basically trying to find a way to delete you based on how they're trying to find out things about you behind the scenes. These identity theft type of people, you might not realize that the person you thought really supported you is going to eventually make you question your own identity after so long, after they try to find out things about you, after you call yourself trying to get to know them. Of course, I like to say grow to know, but that person ain't grown with you, obviously. They're trying to control, alt, and delete you. And remember, just as on the computer, you got to press all three buttons at the same time. So keep in mind that type of perpetrator is trying to control you, trying to alter you, and delete you at the same time. So that's why you go through all these confusions. So you got to keep in mind with a certain person, uh, you're going through too much confusion with them. That's why. That's exactly why. Keep that in mind. And thanks a million.